Hello everybody, my name is Katie and welcome back to my channel. In one of my previous videos I spoke of the editing process, and today I want to speak of where to find editors if you need an editor. So I know finding an editor is very difficult, time consuming, grueling process, and it might be really hard to figure out where to find them and which one would be a good one for you and your novel. So I'll talk about a couple sites that I found through my research that offers editing services or where you could find editors. So the first site I'm going to mention is Reedsy. So Reedsy, if you've never heard of it, is a marketplace that offers different professionals, from cover designers, editors, marketing people, PR people, ghostwriters, everything pretty much that has to do with publishing a novel and helping you get into that stage to publish your novel. So on Reedsy there are thousands of professionals to choose from different backgrounds, different places, who are all very educated and have boundless knowledge on how to get your book to the place you want it to be. So pretty much how Reedsy work, you go on the website, you sign up, you register, you browse through the different professionals, and you could look at reviews, you could see what other people are saying about the editor, you could see what books they've already edited. It might be a well-known book or it might not be a well-known book, but at least you can see what genre they usually do and see if that's going to be a good fit for you. What I like about Reedsy in particular is that you are able to send them a sample chapter or sample piece from your novel or whatever other piece you want to send them, and they could actually do a sample edit for you just to give you an idea of how they work and how their process with editing your book will go. I think is really great. I found it very beneficial just by giving some of the editors my chapters and them going through it and giving me feedbacks on my chapter or my sample, so that allowed me to figure out if they were a good match for my book or not. Some of the editors that I spoke to were really enthusiastic and excited about the piece that I presented to them, and that sort of encouraged me and made me feel like they would definitely be excited and motivated to help me get my book to the level I needed to be, which is a great thing to have in an editor. Just somebody who has passion for your piece and who believes in it and who knows and understands the direction that you want to go. For those reasons, I really like Reedsy, and I usually contact a number of different editors, just speaking with them and sending them a message back and forth, sort of gauge how we will be working together. Reedsy does charge sort of like a service kind of fee, but it's nothing crazy, and because you're working with specific editors and different people, you can actually negotiate prices that will work best for both you and the editor together, and come to like a solid conclusion on what the final price will be. So it's not something that's set in stone, something that you could always work with and make more flexible, something that both you and the editor can be happy about. So I've pretty much been using Reedsy for all of my editing so far, and I've used different people on Reedsy because everybody has a different strength and I want to tap into a particular strength of each editor. So for my editorial assessment I'll use one person, and then for my copy editing I'll use another person, and that allows me to get different points of view from different professionals about my book and see if the message that I want to convey is being conveyed to different people with different ideas and different backgrounds and so on. So it's also a way for me to get different ideas from each individual professional on things I can work on, things I can change. Other than Reedsy, I know that there are certain public self-publishing platforms like CreateSpace and BookBaby that actually offers editing services. The difference I would say between Reedsy and the other two sites that offer editorial services is just that I don't believe you are able to pick your editors from CreateSpace or BookBaby. I think you were just like assigned somebody to help you. I've never used these services in particular, so I'm not sure if that's exactly how it goes, but I've never seen a section or an option that says choose your editor and I've actually done a little bit of research into both of these areas. If there is a section for you to choose your editor, it's not in the initial stages. Another place that does offer editorial services is a site called Fast Pencil, which is also a self-publishing platform. It's a marketplace that offers a la carte services, which includes editorial services, and you can also check out and do some research about Fast Pencil. Another great thing to do is partner up with other writers that you know and figure out or find out who's editing their book. Maybe they would like to connect you with their editors to help you with your book also. If you join like writing groups, you can ask around in those writing groups, see what editors they're using or what sites they're using to edit their book, and you could also find editors through those sources too. Another good way to find editors, which will involve doing some extra research just to make sure that these are legitimate editors who are professionals who have extensive credentials, will just be to do like a Google search or a Bing search. Doing that should bring up a couple of results, and you could do extensive research to find out if these are places you should actually use, look at reviews and see what people are saying about them, and contact them, have conversations before making a commitment to see if this is an editorial site or person you would like to work with. Also ask them if you could send them a sample chapter or a page or two for them to give you an example of how they work, and also, which I always ask, is just for them to give you a breakdown of how they work. That way you have a clear understanding going in what's gonna happen, and you'll have a clear expectation on everything that will happen during this process, and see if you'll be satisfied with that or be able to add other things going in that you would like to see happen. I've done just searches on Google and Bing, and other sites that came up were Edit 911. I've also seen DLA editors, and I've also found another site called Book Editing Plus that offers editorial services. So these are some places that you can check out for yourselves and see if you could possibly find an editor to help you with your book. I have done a blog about this on my blog site, and I'll leave the link for that below in the description box. And I'll also leave the links to a few of the editors that I've used personally in the past, and I'll leave a link to each of their websites below in the description box. That way you could also check them out and look at reviews and see what they have worked on so far in the past. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video and would like to see more like this, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.